Hey everyone, today's video is about when Bakugo accepts the dare of kissing a girl in front of you. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's get going. The bustling noise of the UA Academy filled the room as you and your friends gathered for a casual evening of games and laughter. You, Bakugo, and Kirishima were a well-known trio, not just because of your powerful quirks, but because of your unique relationship that you shared. The three of you were deeply in love, a bond that had grown stronger over time despite the challenges that came your way. Tonight, the group had decided to play a game of truth or dare, a classic that often led to unexpected moments. You sat between Bakugo and Kirishima, feeling the warmth of their presence. Bakugo, as usual, was exuding his usual confidence, while Kirishima flashed his charismatic, toothy grin, his hand resting casually on your shoulder. The game started instantly enough, truth about silly secrets and dares involving harmless pranks. The mood was light and laughter echoed through the room, but as the game progressed, the dares became bolder, and you noticed Bakugo becoming more competitive, his eyes gleaming with the thrill of his game. Bakugo, truth or dare? Mina asked, a mischievous glint in her eye. Bakugo scoffed, leaning back with a smirk. Dare, obviously. Mina grinned, clearly pleased with his choice. I dare you to kiss another girl in front of Wayan and Kirishima. The room was silent, the playful atmosphere suddenly tense. You felt your heart skip a beat, a mix of emotions swirling inside you. Kirishima's hand tightened slightly on your shoulder, and you could sense his unease. Bakugo's eyes narrowed, his expression unreadable. For a moment, you thought he might refuse, but then he leaned forward, his gaze meeting yours. You okay with this? He asked, his voice surprisingly soft. You hesitated, glancing at Kirishima, who gave you a reassuring nod. I mean, it's just a game, so... You said, trying to sound confident. We trust each other, right? Bakugo nodded, his jaw set. Yeah, we do. He stood up and walked over to Mina, who seemed a bit taken aback by the intensity in his eyes. Bakugo paused, giving you one last look before leaning down and giving Mina a quick kiss on the lips. It was brief, almost mechanical, lacking any of the passion he reserved for you. And when he finally pulled away, the room was silent, everyone watching the three of you for your reaction. Bakugo walked back to his spot, between you and Kirishima, sitting down with a sigh. He glanced at you, his eyes softening. It meant nothing, you know that, right? You nodded, though your heart still felt heavy. I know. Kirishima squeezed your shoulder, his other hand resting on Bakugo's back. We're good, bro, he said, his voice steady. It's just a game, like Ryan said. Of course it wouldn't make her sad. The game continued, but the mood had changed. You could feel the eyes of your classmates on you, curiosity and concern mingling in their gazes. You tried to focus on the game, laughing at the antics of your friends, but your mind kept drifting back to the kiss. After a while, you excused yourself, needing a moment to clear your head. You stepped out, the cool night air a welcome relief. As you leaned against the wall, you heard footsteps behind you, and you turned to see Bakugo and Kirishima, both looking concerned. Hey, Bakugo said, his voice softer than usual. Are you okay? You nodded, but the words felt hollow. It's just... I don't know, it felt really weird, seeing you kiss someone else. Kirishima stepped closer, his eyes full of empathy. Of course it was. I don't think it was easy for him either. Bakugo sighed, running a hand through his hair. Look, I did it because it was a dare, but I don't want you to feel hurt or insecure because of it. You looked between them, their faces earnest and full of love. I trust you both. I really do. It's just... Seeing it made me realize how much you care about us, about what we have. Kirishima smiled, taking your hand. That's because what we have is special. We're more than just a couple. We're a team. Bakugo nodded, placing a hand on your other shoulder. Yeah, and nothing's going to change that. Not a stupid game. Not anything. You felt a wave of relief wash over you, their words soothing the doubts that had crept into your mind. You smiled, feeling the weight lift from your chest. Thank you, you whispered, pulling them into a tight hug. The three of you stood there, wrapped in each other's embrace, finding comfort in your shared warmth. In that moment, you knew that whatever challenges came your way, you would face them together, your bond unbreakable. And as you pulled back, Bakugo grinned, a mischievous glint in his eyes. Next time, I'll get to dare you two. Hiroshima laughed, his eyes shining with affection. Deal, but don't go easy on us. He chuckled, feeling lighter than you had all evening. Bring it on. With that, the three of you headed back inside, ready to face whatever came next, knowing that together you could handle anything. And as you re-entered the dormitory, the atmosphere had noticeably changed. Your classmates, though still curious, seemed to relax seeing you, and the boys returned together, clearly unbroken by the dare. The game continued, but you were only half listening, your mind still processing the day's events. And as the evening wore on, the game eventually ended, and your classmates began to disperse. Some approached you, Baku and Kirishima, expressing their admiration for how the three of you handled the situation. And later, the three of you retired to your shared room. It was your sanctuary, a space where you could completely be yourselves. As you settled in, the comfort of the familiar surroundings wrapped around you like a warm blanket. You know, we don't have to play those kinds of games again. Not if it makes any of us uncomfortable. Bakugo states. Kirishima nodded. Yeah, we should always put our feelings first. I don't care about it. And I think tonight was a really good reminder of how it's about us communicating and understanding each other, not about games. Damn right. And just to be clear, you're the only one I want to kiss, game or no game. Same here. Kirishima chuckled. We're in this for the long haul. And you leaned into their embrace. I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And goodbye.